When I first started working with you, I was so fucking stressed. Genuinely so stressed. I was like, bro, I don't even want to do this anymore.
Business hit 400k last month, fucking crazy.
It's almost a bit like peak life right now.
Where do you think you would be if you didn't get started with me, bro?
I genuinely think I would be out of shape, be super stressed, and genuinely just hate my life. I was like super skinny fat when I first joined Yasin. And after working with Yasin, I pretty much have a six pack. You're winning in both aspects. You're looking super fucking good and fucking strong as hell.
This is the first time you've seen your abs in your life.
And you're literally 2-3x every aspect of your life, not just the money. Less stressed when I am with people that I want to spend time with, like my family and my girlfriend. Fucking change my life, bro, really. You're along the whole journey, as opposed to me hitting a record month, but I can't even celebrate that with you because we're not in the same space. It's more than just a coach, bro.
Yeah.
It's like a brotherhood, really.
Appreciate that. My boy, go on, G. Alright guys, I'm here with Nicky Chen, Nicholas Chen. I've been coaching Nick for the past few months. It's been since December.
Yeah.
We're in April now, so it's been a good few months. And I mean, yeah, Nick, before we get started, introduce yourself, bro. Who are you? What do you do? How old are you? The rest of it.
I'm Nick, 19 years old. I was a setter, now I'm doing setter managing for multiple 6 or 7 figure sales teams.
That is cold. And what was your fitness transformation, bro?
My fitness transformation, I mean, I started with you. I was already going to the gym for 3 to 4 years before joining you, but I wasn't super consistent. I wasn't seeing the progress that I wanted to make. More importantly, I couldn't even really use my body the way I wanted to. For example, I was barely able to do any dips or pull-ups before joining you, and then that's the main thing that's progressed after working with you. And that was the main thing I wanted to improve on. Because I would see all these guys, you know, doing pull-ups, doing dips, but I've been in the gym for longer than them. So it's like, there must be something wrong for me to not be able to do that many.
And you've been in the gym for a minute. Like
Yeah.
you were going to the gym for years, right?
Yeah.
Before you got started. So what were the problems that you were facing in the gym? Because you even had your own coach, I remember.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, the main thing was, I thought I knew it all. So it was almost like I was coaching myself. So then when I wasn't holding myself accountable, the coach wasn't holding me accountable either. So like, in my opinion, fitness, most people know what to do, in my opinion. It's more about the self-accountability and the accountability from the coach to make sure they do everything that they need to do. Because that's the biggest thing for me as well.
100%. And you know what? Like you're a very busy guy. You've got a busy life. You're working for one of the biggest teams in info, right?
Yeah.
So how much has that accountability helped you in your journey?
Helped a lot. At the start, when I started working with you, I was pretty much going like 3-4 times a week because I thought I was too busy. And I'd also skip workouts, skip meals. But then after working with you, it's like you've tailored the plan to fit my schedule. So I still go 6 to 7 times a week now. And like my food is pretty on point still. So yeah.
I remember you had a big limiting belief before we started. I still remember that for the first calls we were having, you saying, I cannot do more than 3 to 4 times a week.
Yeah.
You cannot. And then obviously we tailored the plan for you. We made it efficient was the first thing.
Yeah.
And we locked that in to make sure that you can get everything done. Obviously filtered in some home workouts and the rest of it to make sure, again, you can execute and tailoring it to your schedule once again. How do you feel like that made the journey easier? Because it was very specific to you in your journey of growth into your own business.
Yeah. I mean, if you didn't tailor it, working with you for 4 months, I would have skipped like 2 months worth of workouts because I've been traveling a lot. So I would have just not worked out when I was traveling. And then even when I'm in London, you tailor the plan. So now I go pretty much every day. And without that, I would have been like three times. I probably would have let myself go, to be honest. Without you, I would have definitely been like, oh, I'm too busy. I don't want to work out. I've got other stuff to do. But realistically, I do have time. I'm just not prioritizing my health. A big thing you said to me at the start was, if you don't prioritize it now, you'll never be able to prioritize it and make time because you're only gonna get busier. And like that really stuck with me.
Yeah.
At the start. I was like, holy shit, you're spitting game.
I still remember that were you on the train or something? I sent you that message. I remember, and then you called me later, and you were like, "Fuck yeah, he got me, he got me there."
Yeah.
No, but it's good and it's true, right? Because at the end of the day, even with business, right? Like you need to embody the person that you want to become to get to that stage that you want to get to. Same thing with the fitness, right? It's exactly the same thing. And in fact, I would even say fitness is a higher priority because again, you're showing up for yourself. And if you could do that, that's all business is, right?
Yeah.
is that discipline, that dedication, and like over enough time, like you're gonna do very well, right? If you're locked in. So how would you say, especially with you, like you said, you were traveling a lot, especially the last few months, you've been traveling a lot for business, right? Was it difficult for you to like stay locked in while traveling, or?
Well,
no?
You've when I was traveling, you made me home workouts. So I was literally still working out every single day. It wasn't in terms of making like building muscle. It wasn't building the most, but at least I was maintaining what I had already, as opposed to just completely skipping workouts, and that would impact my work as well. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you're not consistently going to the gym, you're not going to consistently do the work that you know you need to make money. So yeah, that helped out a ton. Yeah.
You know, I actually respect it a lot, because again, when we first started, you were genuinely hitting 3 to 4 workouts a week, and you were actually not like super consistent with it. And I still remember you did not believe that you could hit it every single day. Like you actually thought you couldn't. And I still remember you came to me after you were consistent and I was holding you accountable. You said, let's up it.
Yeah.
You're the one who came to me and said, let's up it, which that transition in your beliefs, I think that was the biggest thing for you. And then once you got past that moment and realized I can actually do this every day and stick to it, I think that was like one of the biggest changes for you.
Yeah, I think the main reason I wanted to go more consistently was the mental clarity I got from working out. Whether you are building your own business or working for someone else, having the mental clarity and like the peace within from working out is like super important. So that's why I wanted to work out more within the week. It's funny you say that though, because I remember the offboarding, the last call I had with my last coach, I was like, bro, I'm so busy. I can only go four times a week as well. And he was like, bro, you can do it, you can do it. I was like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
So like, definitely changed that limiting belief a ton for me, being able to go a lot more consistently.
100%. And with that, you mentioned the mental clarity, right? Because again, like to become the person who can scale and do really well in business, like these 20, 30K months that you're trying to get to, you need to be taking the actions that person is taking. And obviously for you, one of them was doing the daily inputs for fitness. So in terms of your business transformation, how did that mental clarity help you scale your business? Like what were the numbers and how did that help you with your daily workflow and the rest of it?
Yeah, I mean, when I first started working with you, I was making around 5K a month. And then last month I made 16K.
16K.
So like triple my income by just being more consistent in the gym and just having that discipline and implementing it into other areas of my life, which is super important.
Would you attribute a lot of that to your fitness? Because it's funny because you're actually working less now compared to before in terms of the actual number of hours, and you're doing more. So would you attribute a lot of that success with the way you took care of yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it was super eye-opening seeing how, you know, I can still get a workout in within 45 to an hour. And it made me think, I'm just taking too long to work. What if I'm just more efficient in the time I do work? I ended up getting the same amount of output, if actually triple the output for the same amount of work. I was literally in Bali last month. I was working probably half the amount of time I was working in London, and I made like way more money. And I was still going to the gym every single day, hitting my workouts, eating good food. It's like, bro, health is wealth. That's literally all it is.
100%. 100%. And what would you say, because one thing with the fitness is it forces you to do the internal work.
Yes.
It forces you, and that's what's needed to do well for yourself in anything, right? Like you said, how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? So in terms of that internal work, what would you say the biggest difference was with before when you were doing gym stuff and now how you're doing body weight training?
With the gym stuff, it was definitely, you know, I used to be that gym bro that was like tracking all my numbers, you know, optimal training.
Yeah.
And I was just focused on getting 1 more or 2 more reps. But that almost prevented me from making more progress because I was only focused on making 1 or 2 more reps as opposed to leaping in growth, you could say. So, fuck, I kind of forgot your question.
I was saying, what was the biggest differences for you? Because you used to hit the gym, like you said, 3-4 times a week. You were that gym bro, but now you've transitioned into bodyweight training and calisthenics. What would you say the biggest differences in terms of your results were between the two? Because I remember when you first started, you were like, if I'm hitting all these gym workouts and I'm lifting weights compared to lifting my body, like I'm not going to be able to make as much gains, right? I'm not going to be able to build my body as much.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing in terms of the training was feeling in control of my own body. And I was just super stiff and like I had so many problems with my body. Like I had super bad back pain, super bad elbow pain. And that was because I was so stiff. I was focused on like trying to be optimal in the gym. So then my body wasn't really operating like it should be. So then with the bodyweight training, and you were holding me accountable to stretching as well, and then just doing what it's meant to do, like moving how I'm meant to be moving, as opposed to fucking
typical gym stuff. No, because it's natural movements. Again, like you said, it's all natural movements. And it's interesting because you had so much pain, I remember when you first started, like you said, in your back and the rest of it. You couldn't even do pull-ups to begin with.
Yeah.
But then the more you focus on just using your body and also the stretching and everything else, all of that went away, right?
Yeah.
And in terms of your actual results, I mean, tell the people, tell them like in terms of your actual physique, bro. What changed
I was
for you?
like super skinny fat when I first joined Yasin, just because I was in the gym for 3-4 years already. So I had a decent amount of muscle, but I just all this fat on me. And after working with Yasin, I mean, I pretty much have a 6-pack. The leanest I've ever been, but also the strongest I've ever been, which is like crazy. Because I was associated with leaning down as like losing all of my strength. But now I'm literally the strongest I've ever been. It feels amazing.
100%.
You're winning in both aspects. You're looking super fucking good and fucking strong as hell.
Lean is law, yeah?
Yeah.
That's his thing, lean is law. No, but actually, bro, you said this is the first time you've seen your abs in your life, right?
Yeah, like actually visible 6-pack.
Bro, your 6-pack is fucking crazy right now.
Yeah.
It's blowing up. It's
only gonna get better, bro.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Fucking exciting.
And what would you say is, because you've had a coach before, right? What was the issue with him as a coach compared to when you were with me? And obviously accountability is one thing, which you mentioned earlier. Was there anything else? Because a lot of people are put off by that. It's like, I've had a coach before. What is the difference? It's not gonna change anything.
To be honest, I've been thinking about this recently, and the biggest thing was using Everfit. Because you can actually track what the fuck I'm doing. So you can see everything I'm doing and everything that I should be doing and not doing. So that was super important, keeping me accountable. And also just how tailored everything you do is, right? Oh, I said I can't do this. Okay, we change this up. You're always asking me for feedback and like what I feel like I need, as opposed to me having to go out of my way to say, oh, I need this, I need this. Like you tailor everything to me. So just, I actually fucking really enjoy my workouts now.
Yeah.
Before I was like, bro, I'm just going for the sake of going. But now I'm actually enjoying it, which is definitely gonna take me a lot further. Because they always say, the guy that enjoys walking is gonna go further than the guy that
Just wants to get to the destination.
Yeah.
I got you. See, we got it on lock. Yeah, but in terms of enjoying the workout, right? Because obviously now you're doing the bodyweight training and you're not just doing the typical gym workouts like lifting weights and there's the rest of it, just adding 5 kilos. It's like you're actually learning to use your body, right? In terms of the skills you've learned, talk about that. Talk about the skills you've learned, the things that you're working towards, the goals that you have, how different it is to just lifting weights.
Yeah, when I was just lifting weights, it was super one-dimensional, you know, just one direction, wherever the bar's going, wherever the cable's going. But then now it's learning the skills. At the start, bro, I couldn't even hold myself up. Even against the wall, like I could barely hold myself up. Now I can hold it super strong. Pretty much almost there for the handstand push-up, almost there. So that's my main goal right now in terms of skills, handstand push-ups. And then, I can do the split squats, not split squats.
Pistol squats.
I can do the pistol squats now, which is crazy. Because at the start, do you remember, I couldn't even go down. Because I had no mobility in my ankles. So in pistol squats, I can do them now. It's a lot more fun getting strong on lifts where you know you have some weight on your belt as opposed to a machine, like the dips and pull-ups. I really enjoy trying to progress those as opposed to just, you know, adding a 2.5 onto a machine. I think it looks fucking cool when you have like 20 kilos.
No, it's true, bro. It's actually true. And it is the thing as well. Like, people love weighted dips. Like, just generally speaking, weighted dips, weighted pull-ups. It's a completely different feeling to just lifting like a dumbbell press or a barbell press. Not to say there isn't a place for that. There definitely is. But again, you're using your body, you're moving your body, right? And again, with everything else, the reason your body is getting stronger is because you're not just working just general movements. Like, you're working your tendons a lot more, your ligaments, your joints. That's what calisthenics and bodyweight training forces you to do. So it is very, very different, and it's very intentional as well. And next question I wanted to ask you is, obviously you were with the coach before. I'm sure he was just like a generic coach, right? Whereas with this, it's like we're in the same space. Like, you're in the info space, you're doing up all these numbers. Business hit, what, 400K last month?
Yeah.
Or over 400K, which is fucking crazy. Yeah. And you're obviously appointment setting, you're doing the management, you're doing all of that work. How do you feel being with a coach and someone you know that is actually in the same space, who understands you? How much do you feel like that is impacted in your journey?
A big thing was you understood the stress I was feeling. Like, I think having the pressure of, you know, working for someone making multiple 6 figures a month, that's a different type of pressure as opposed to I work for myself, I can just kind of do whatever I want, you know. And you understood the pressure that I was feeling, but you knew that being consistent in the gym is gonna relieve that pressure. So you knew working out would impact me way more, as opposed to, you know, you're busy, just
do the work,
do it.
hit the
Just
work
do it.
out.
Yeah.
Because it's not that simple, right?
Yeah.
It's not that simple. You need to understand the people you're working with. You need to understand your clients, what they're going through. And I think the fact that we're in the same space, like, it's not just do the workout and do this. It's like, how can we work around your schedule? How can we fit this into your schedule to make it a priority? Because that's another big thing we did, is multiple times we went through your actual, your plan and your schedule and your weekly routine. Do you feel like that was like also a big help?
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, I was always traveling.
Yeah,
So
always traveling.
So the calls definitely was very good for like updating you on what I was doing. But it was also just like you're along the whole journey, as opposed to me hitting a record month, but I can't even celebrate that with you because we're not in the same space. But because we are, it's like, it's more than just a fitness coach. Man. It's like a brotherhood, really.
Come on,
So,
I
yeah,
appreciate that.
for
My
sure.
boy, come on, G. So looking at your entire journey, how do you feel being in this position right now where you can see your abs for the first time in your life? Your business has literally 3 to 4x. You're able to work more efficiently. You're able to think clearly. How does that entire journey, like, how has that impacted you in your day-to-day, bro?
How's that impacted me? I mean, bro, I was trying to reach the 6-pack. I was trying to reach the 10K month for like three years, and I reached everything within the same month, really, because of you. So it goes to show how much fitness correlates to business. I think that's just the biggest thing, and it's almost a bit of like peak life right now.
Yeah.
I've hit all the goals I want.
Yeah.
Now we're just going for the next goals. So I'm fucking excited for that.
What are the next goals for you, bro? I want to hear it.
Next goals,
hear it.
30K month.
30K month.
Handstand push up, and then I want to start doing some planches and all of that stuff after going to the Cali competition.
Let's
Definitely,
go.
Inspire me to want to learn more skills, because I'm very happy with like the reps, you know, the dips, the pull-ups. Those are always going to progress, but then now it's like the skills is like another thing, other part of Cali, which is going to be exciting to do.
100%. And you went to your first event, bro.
Yeah.
First event last week, actually just recent.
Yeah.
How did that feel, going to your first event like that I hosted, just being around the community? Because again, we've obviously worked together, we've done workouts with some guys in Info that are like working with me, but seeing that mass participation, like all those people working out together, like the levels as well, how did that change your mentality, bro, and your beliefs?
Before I was like, okay, I gotta hit my workout because Yasin's gonna be on my ass. But now it's very much, I need to hit my workouts because I want to reach that next goal. Like, it really opened my eyes to what's really possible. You know, you see all these Cali guys online, you know, doing some sick skills, but it's like you'll scroll past that on your phone, right? And you don't pay too much attention to it. But then seeing it in person, seeing everyone like doing the same thing, it's fucking like inspiring, really. Even in business, bro, you want to surround yourself with people in the same journey.
100%.
So yeah, it's just like another group of people for another aspect of my life, which is super sick.
That's amazing, bro. And I'm honestly so glad you came, because I could see it in your eyes. Like, you genuinely were inspired when you were seeing all these things, which is really fucking cool to see.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I was like, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to go, bro, because I was scared. I didn't want to hurt my ego. I didn't even want to sign up for your calisthenics competition. Like, you texted me when I was in Bali, like a month prior, like, yo, sign up. And honestly, I didn't even want to go because I knew the people there would do way better than me. But that's like the wrong mindset to have. I shouldn't look at it as, oh, I want to just feel good by knowing I'm progressing, but I need to compare myself to other people that are doing better than me to push myself to reach that next level. So yeah, I'm super glad I went.
Absolutely. And you know what it is? It's these guys have been training for years, 4+ years. Yeah. You've been training for 4 months, bro. Yeah. And the results you've gotten probably took them 1 to 2 years. So you've literally accelerated in that journey. And the next 2 months for you, I think, are going to be huge as well. Everything, like, I remember there was a phase when you were in Bali where everything was starting to click. Like, you were getting your handstands a lot, your muscle up, even your physique was dialed, bro. Like, everything was like doing amazing. And now that you're back, we're just going to lock back in and make sure everything is double down. We're going to work towards all your goals and the rest of it. And yeah, it's going to be really fucking cool to see the rest of your journey.
Yeah, I'm excited, bro.
Come on, bro. And yeah, come on, my guy. What would you say, bro? Like, where do you think you would be if you didn't get started with me, bro?
I genuinely think I would be out of shape, be super stressed, and genuinely hate my life. Genuinely. Because at that time when I first started working with you, I was so fucking stressed. Like genuinely so stressed. I was like, bro, I don't even want to do this anymore. I was genuinely quitting, like contemplating of quitting everything because it was almost like too much to handle. But in the workouts, you know, and you understanding exactly how I felt was like super helpful. Because along the journey, you always want someone there to help you, someone that's a step ahead of you to help you out, so that you can learn from them and you don't have to go through the same hardship, you could say, that they had to go through, because you can just learn from them and just skip it. So yeah, genuinely don't think I would be where I am right now,
bro.
Genuinely.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And for someone else who's in that same position that you were in, where you were stressed, you were working on business, you thought that you didn't have time for your workouts because you're so busy and you're working again for like some of the biggest teams in the space, right, in the info space. Someone who's going through all that mental trauma, what would you say to that person who's struggling right now and doesn't think they have time for their fitness?
You're only not going to have time if you don't want to prioritize your health. Because you can reach your fitness goals with 1 hour a day. So it's like you're probably doing something else for an hour a day that you know you shouldn't be doing. Whether that's, you know, scrolling, you know, just doing some random thing that doesn't benefit you anyway. You can literally spend 45 minutes, an hour, instead of doing that, just working out. And you're literally like 2-3x. 2-3x every aspect of your life, not just the money. Because it's like better, in shape, more confidence, more money.
I'm sure your relationships as well, it must have helped with all of that sort of stuff, right? Just being more grounded.
Yeah. Less stressed when I am with people that I want to spend time with, like my family and my girlfriend. So yeah, fucking changed my life, bro, really.
Come on, bro. Yo, that's gas. Holy shit, bro, that's such a good video. Bro, let's get an abs flex,
God,
bro. Come on, let's get an abs flex. This is the fucking thumbnail.
You can't see shit, bro.
You can't see
Thanks.
shit.
Rotate to the light.
Wait, let me see,
Yeah.
let me see.